All right, we should be on air, I think. But because of YouTube, it's always a fucking delay. So check the room here and see if it's actually going or not. Ah, this fucking thing is always behind. See, I was close to being on time. I'm a minute late. It's not too terrible. If it'll catch up here. I don't know why YouTube can't get a shit to work. You figured Google, with all the money they have, could make a stream start when you click the actual button, but of course not. It's too much work. All right, is it going? All right, there we go. Looks like I finally caught up, so I can see the chat going. Get the shit moved out of the way here. Okay, all right. Welcome to the stream. Sorry, sorry, I'm a little late. It always happens. And the video too didn't actually get uploaded on Saturday, but fuck, if you've watched any of my shit by this point, you should be expecting that. When have I ever been on time? Never. I've never been on time. I'm always fucking late. It's gym time. What the fuck are you gonna do? Let's see. Oh god, I'm out of practice. I don't know how to do a stream anymore. Fuck, it's going. All right. Well, welcome to Liquored Up and Live. I wanted to call it the Shitlord stream, but I kind of lost its luster. I like the name, but whatever. I'm not gonna rename it 15 times in different languages. Like I did it in English and then in Spanish, and that was kind of it. That's where I gave it up. So I'm structuring it like I did the old streams. If you remember the shitlord streams, ask whatever the fuck you want. We'll just bullshit and talk. Figure the stream will be about, I don't know, like 2 hours. So whatever you want to talk about. Yes, gym time is longer than Valve time. I'm that fucking lazy. You want your money back. You're never gonna get your money back, Mike Mazarone. You can't get back nothing. Why is the chat holding up on me? Get King of Cuck. Nope, no guess. I'm doing the stream like I used to do the streams. There's not going to be 48 fucking people in here. It's a clusterfuck. I didn't like doing it before. Not going to do it again. Maybe on occasion in the future I'll have, like, I don't know, Andrew in, because that, I like Jesse Ventura and I like Alex. I like his voices, essentially, is what I'm saying. He's pretty funny. He's very quick, so I don't mind that. Get King of Poland Ralph on. No, not going to happen. Sorry. Why haven't I offed myself yet, Jim? Ah, God, I don't. Us cucks, I guess, are too much of a beta to do it. Maybe would be would be the answer to that. Talk about space Jews. Well, they're out there. They're out there. Mel Brooks warned us about them in his movies, but nobody listened. And so we're all going to suffer the fucking consequences. We saw a little bit of that in the Sony email leaks, which apparently are fucking entertaining. I've been reading through the threads on that. There's a lot of shit in those email leaks, but I don't have enough. I haven't read enough to be able to really talk about it coherently, put together something interesting on it. Ralph's a nice dude. Get King of Cuck on. Bring Jade on. No, I have a exclusivity deal with Bang Brothers. So Jade and I can't do streams together unless you pay, because that's what Bang Brothers told us. How's Israel? Israel is great. Oh my God. I have all this gold, all these shekels. It's paradise. We bulldoze Palestinian houses and then just throw money in the air because it's fun. It's what we do. What's the deal between you and Haberman? Are you talking about Metokur and all of that? Yeah, people have asked about that. I'll give you the background story if you want. I met Haberman, or as I like to call him, the Troll Lord, back maybe 5 years ago. He was running a site called Metokur.org. They ran a YouTube channel, Films for the Fustelarians. It was him and Jordan Haas and about 4 or 5 other people were the core members. There were a few other people, but it was a smaller group. And it was essentially Retsu Prey had started to get big at that time, shitting on Let's Players. And so Haberman had done Retsu Prey videos, but instead of Let's Plays, he just picked anything, any bad video you could imagine, and you talk shit over it. And that was essentially how I found them, was through their YouTube account, which was Films for Fustelarians. Um, thought it was, I guess, entertaining at the time. I liked it. So went to the website, went to the forums, made an account, ended up meeting him and a few of the other members, and just kind of joined the site. Now, if you go and look, Haberman, I think, still owns the domain. He put up this long, it's like 10 pages of blog talking about how dark and super secret and CIA like Metokur was, but that's all smoke being blown up your ass. Essentially, it was mocking people on YouTube. There was something called DeviantArt Coalition for Quality Control, where we would go and find somebody on DeviantArt and critique their stuff and just shit talk them and put up articles about that. There was what the fuck was it? Metokur After Dark, which was we'd go to people's private amateur porn pages and basically do a Retsu praise of their porn videos. And we had to host that directly on the site, or he had to host that directly on the site, because you can't obviously put that up on YouTube. That's not gonna go too well. And that's it. I mean, that's how I met him. That's kind of what Metokur did. There were a few other things that happened over the course of the time the site was up. There was School Shooter North American Tour 2012, which was a Half-Life 2 mod where you basically recreate Columbine. You could play as like Dylan and Eric. Oh God, what was the little Nevada Tan? Was it the little girl with the box cutter who basically stabbed one of her schoolmates in Japan? And there were like two others. Those were the characters you could choose from. You got their weapon sets, and it was a bunch of bullshit. It was meant to piss people off, and so one of the people on the site basically started a studio for it, Checkerboard Studios, developed it, kind of, got a couple of demo videos up, and everybody ran stories on it and went ballistic about it for a while. But the whole thing on that was Haberman was going to, what was his original plan on that? I think he was going to troll Fox News. He got to the point where he actually had somebody from Fox call him and want to set up an interview so he could go in. And that interview, by the way, somebody I know, Nervatel, has a copy of that interview with Haberman talking to the Fox News rep about getting on air. He was going to go on television and debate Jack Thompson, and the joke was going to be when he got on television, instead of advocating for free games and creativity and all that shit, he was just going to totally agree with the host and completely fuck with their mind. But it never went anywhere. It kind of died on the vine. But that was Metokur. It was just dumb stuff. So if you go to metokur.org and you read what Haberman wrote, it's nothing like that. It was not this severe, horrific group that was driving people to. What did he put up? All sorts of crazy shit, blackmailing law enforcement, and driving people to kill themselves. It was really at heart making fun of people on YouTube and on DeviantArt. That's what that was. So I left Metokur and ended up running into Haberman again, like, I don't know, a year or two later. And one of the other things I should mention, and this is, if you read the Encyclopedia Dramatica article, I guess, yeah, I probably should cover this. So at the time, one of the people on Metokur was a sysop on Encyclopedia Dramatica, and Haberman was a user on ED. I was as well, but Haberman and the sysop basically created, I think it was a trolling portal, and he was writing articles. And this is like at the tail end, before Sherrod DeGrippo, before she shut the site down. And there was this group called the EDS Singers. And the Ed Singers were just unfunny, untalented people. But because if I remember right, because they were paying money and donating to the site, they were considered untouchable. They had made friends with people in positions of power, and you couldn't shit talk them. And if you did, people would come after you. And this inspired the whole troll shielding article. What ended up happening was the sysop and Haberman and a few others got angry at her and wanted to. They thought that wasn't what it should be. They thought Ed should be, if you're, you shouldn't be protected. Essentially, you shouldn't be troll shielded. So what ends up happening is they start pushing back. We all do. Metokur does. The sysop gets de-sysopped, or whatever the fuck you'd call it. I don't know. And basically everything went to shit. The Ed Singers eventually withered away. DeGrippo shut down the site. But again, if you go read the Metokur.org article that Haberman put up, or even the ED article about Metokur, it's made to be more than it is. It really isn't that entertaining. So that's a little more backstory. But yeah, so I run into Haberman about a year or two ago, and we hang out on Skype, play some video games with a group of people kind of from the Metokur site and a couple other different sites. Get along fairly well. He starts up the Dinner Dates, which the Dinner Dates is his YouTube channel. Uh, just so you know, the Dinner Dates, the reason it was called that, and Haberman himself claims he has a bad memory, but anybody in that chat room or anybody in those calls can tell you, was somebody we know does YouTube reviews, and he reviewed a game on Steam called The Dinner Dates, which is just a shitty indie game. And so we thought it was funny at the time, and that's what ended up being the name for his channel. So he starts it, and I don't know, I produced like 1 or 2 videos for it, but I stopped hanging out in the Skype room that he was in. I just went my own way. If you look at my Steam profile, you'll see how fucking autistic I am. Playing like Ace of Spades for 500, 600 fucking hours. Anyway, I don't know what happens. He gets angry or irritated, or he just doesn't like that, and we basically just stop talking to each other. Now, if you go read his Tumblr blog, which, by the way, that Tumblr blog is... Tumblr infected him. He started using that site, and everything went to shit for him. So he goes from this, self-proclaimed sociopath to, trans-friendly SJW in like the span of 3 months. That's how much Tumblr fucked him up. But if you go read his blogs and he's talking about this, he's acting like he acts like I'm Satan. He thinks I'm the devil. He and Jordan Haas, which was another guy that was on the site, or Jord Ha, or whatever he called it. I don't know what his user handle is. But yeah, it's just, it's Metokur was dumb, and it was a place to go to make and do dumb things and fuck with people online. And that's all there was really to it. And I think Haberman feels slighted because we stopped talking to each other, and he perceives it like, I don't know, like I'm the devil. Because he talks about coming out, like he's gay now, and says that obviously Jim couldn't handle that. Never mentioned it to anybody in any of the Skype rooms, and nobody would have given a shit. It would have been, nobody would have fucking cared. So that's Haberman. There you go. That's Haberman. That's Metokur. Yeah. There is a couple of paste bins floating around where people talk to him, and he called me his Frankenstein monster. He thinks that this I thought this was really funny. He thought Gamergate was my creation, with the sole purpose of fucking with people using right-wing conservatives. Like he thought I had manufactured Gamergate with this intent, like it was some 24-hour op, and I was going to use it to troll the internet or something. This is some master plan of mine. Is his idea of what Gamergate is, which is retarded, but that's what he thinks. How many subs will you accept before you quote Hitler again? I don't know. We'll have to see. There's a limit. Maybe 50? We'll find a good fucking amount. Is your name James O'Shaughnessy? I've had like 10 names by this point. That ED article and the docs that float around, I've gone from, what the fuck was it? I've been James Tristan. I've been James Alexander Tristan, which I don't know how they came up with that one. James O'Shaughnessy, like 14 different identities. I've been farmer, an architect, in the mafia, apparently. Somebody told me I was a mafioso. And now apparently I'm an author and a person that runs a brokerage firm. So I don't know. It keeps getting more extreme as we go. Eventually it's just going to say James, Rockefeller or something like that, or Rothschild. I'm going to be a billionaire is what they're going to come. That's a conclusion somebody's going to come to it at some point. So now that you've sold out, are you? Let's go right. Are you going to start microtransactions? No, not yet. I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to do what was that guy's name? If you go look it up, it's on Slideshow. It's that guy from EA. Talks about microtransactions and Battlefield Heroes, was it? And talks about how to fuck people over. God, I wish I could find it. Ben Cousins, that's what his name was. He worked for EA. He was their marketing guy. Talked about how consumers were idiots and how you could rob them for just insane amounts of money, and you didn't have to listen to anything they said, and fuck what the forum says and fuck what the game community says. Bilk them for every dollar you can. So I'll follow his example. He seems to know what he's talking about. Do I work for Tumblr? No, I don't. Did I kill Jade? I don't know. I'd have to confirm this with King of Bull. Apparently, apparently, in my absence, as I've been offline for the last 5 or 6 months, there have been a lot of King of Bull verified rumors that King of Bull probably didn't start, but people have said he confirmed. So I don't know. I'd have to defer to him. Do I still live in Minnesota? Yes, I do. Jim is Sarkeesian with a voice modulator. You found it out. It's all been about the money. John and I are sitting here lovingly rubbing each other as we count our gold. It's been a long term plan, but it's worked. I logged into your old PayPal, and that's where I got your name. Okay, dokie. What do you think of? That went by too quickly. Where can I find? Okay, this is going too quickly for me. Is King of Pole dead? King of Pole is dead, confirmed. No, he. I don't know what he's been doing. I haven't talked to him in a while. I haven't been on Skype in I don't know, fuck, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I talk to him occasionally. I mean, he's got my Skype name, so I talk to him every once in a while. But I don't know what he's up to lately. How is Noom? I haven't talked to Noom in fuck, 3 years, 2 years. You'd have to ask Al. Al probably talks to Noom more than I do. Jim, can I rub you? I don't know. You're gonna have to pay first. That's how this works. Can someone bring me up to speed on what, Kara? I don't know what you need to be brought up to speed on. What do you think of Hillary and her chances? I don't know. She'll probably she might get the nomination. She might run, but I don't think her chances are very good. It would yeah, the Republicans would have to fuck up pretty hard for her to win. That's my opinion. I don't know if it's right. Whatever. Notice me, senpai. Okay, Super Leroy. Do I know Sargon? No, I do not. Talked to him in the past, but I don't really know him. What do I think of mundane chill? Are you talking about walking on water? Listen, I like to joke about Matt. I joke about him quite a bit, actually. So does Andrew. Um, I think the thing I find funniest about Matt, uh, people seem to get this idea that I hate anybody that tries to profit um, from the shit they put up. I don't really care. I mean, I like Thunderfoot, and Thunderfoot has a Patreon. I like Justicar, and Justicar has ads up. So, I mean, it's not like I'm opposed to that. But the thing that I find funny about Matt is if you look at some of the shit I don't know if he filters himself or if he really is paying attention to what he says, but like on occasion he'll say stuff that's just absurd. Like the reason we call him walking on water is that whole thing where he's talking and he goes, well, guys, hero's a title that's been laid at my feet numerous times. And it's just so fucked up, man. Man, what are you doing? Why would you ever say that? And why would you keep it up after saying that? Like it just I don't I don't know. But that's my thought on Monday Matt. I think he needs to I don't know what to tell you, man. I just find it funny screwing around with him. It's entertaining to me. Matt is the best reply girl. Oh, that's kind of the model he set up. I mean, he was doing that before Gamergate. To be fair, that was kind of his whole shtick. Is he put videos up pretty consistently. I think it was like one every day or two, um, and he kept doing that throughout Gamergate. So he's done that forever. I mean that's his video style. He'd put up a 9-10 minute video, and there you have it. What happened to the pearl necklace I was going to buy Milo? Well, Milo's straight now, so he wouldn't want that pearl necklace now, would he? That would that would not be what he'd be interested in. What do you think of? And that went by too quick. Why did you change your icon from Haberman? So originally, the Mr. Metokur, the one with the guy doing the thumbs up pointing at you, was based on a picture of Haberman from Metokur. But every nobody liked it. That was the thing. I thought it was funny, but people kept giving me shit. They're like, "Who's this fat Mexican?" So I changed it to this. It's better suited. It's just faceless. It's nothing. It's a microphone essentially, and I like it. Notice me, Jim. I notice you. Since when is Milo straight? Since he posted that article jokingly. Did he pray the gay away? I don't know. I don't know what I don't know what technique he used, but I thought the article was funny. I don't know if people really got what it, well, whatever. Who knows? I thought it was a good article though. Why do I constantly close channels and restart them? I just don't like I don't like big audiences. I don't know. I don't like I've talked about if you go to Ask FM, shit, I answer this stuff on Ask FM a lot. I just don't like large followings. I never have. And I don't like I don't know. I don't know. I'm just phobic of success. I have no fucking clue. I, I I think it's better when it's smaller. It's more interesting. I can say whatever the fuck I could say whatever the fuck I want when I have a larger audience too. I couldn't tell you. I really don't know. It's just something I've done for years. Read us Woody got wood again. Maybe another time. Could jet fuel melt steel beams? No, it cannot. Obviously, it was a thermite. Uh, do an interview with Putin. Yeah, I really don't think that's going to ever happen. Jesus. I'm trying to answer these as they come. Mortal Kombat X or Street Fighter 4? I haven't played Mortal Kombat X. I don't have the money to go around buying new shit. I've always done this. I wait for something to drop in price, and usually that's why I like PC gaming because shit drops really quickly, especially compared to like the consoles. Um, that and I was worried too. I didn't want to go out and buy the game because I liked Mortal Kombat 9, but Ed Boon has this tendency to take something that's really good and make it utter shit in the span of 2 or 3 games. So I didn't know if Mortal Kombat X was going to be the start of that process or if it was still going to be a good game. It seems like people like it. So, maybe when it drops in price, I'll pick it up. Who do you main in Smash 4? Robin. Am I the leader of the Illuminati? No, I'm not. Did I rape and kill Jade behind an Arby's? I would tell you that, but Glenn Beck and I swore an oath to each other, and we can never talk about that day in Florida. Sorry. Fucking hell. Mortal Kombat X is DLC fodder. Yeah, I saw the easy fatalities, which is like they're catering to the market that is Dark Side Phil. Why would the fighting game this I don't get it. Like when I think of fighting games and the fighting game community, I don't necessarily think of casuals. I think of people that are more into that type of game. So this whole weird fucking thing with easy fatalities, who's that marketed to? Like if you can't pull off the normal fucking moves when you're playing the game, you're not going to be able to pull off a fatality. So I guess that's who they're thinking they're going to market it to. But here's the thing. If you can't pull off the fucking special moves and shit when you're actually in a match, you're going to get fucking decimated. So what's the point of easy fatalities? Who are you going to use them on? If you're playing Sub-Zero and you can't freeze somebody or Scorpion, you can't spear them, what the fuck? What does it matter if it's a one button fatality? You're going to get your ass handed to you by the time you get there. So this whole pay $6 and get 30 fatalities, it's fucking ridiculous. So why are they catering to the likes of people like Phil who, I'm pressing buttons, it just, I don't understand that fucking mentality. Thoughts on Movie Bob? Fuck Movie Bob. I haven't liked Movie Bob for years, ever since he fucked with that kid. There's some 17-year-old British kid. I've talked about this. I've got a screen cap of it that was fucking with cam whores in World of Warcraft. And Patricia Hernandez on Kotaku had written an article about it, and Movie Bob had seen the article and then wrote a blog post himself. Well, after that, he ends up going on to Twitter and talking to Jim Sterling. And he's talking about how this kid, because he's in the UK, is under certain kind of speech laws, and how they basically can get him arrested. So Movie Bob is actively talking about getting a teenage boy arrested because he didn't like his fucking YouTube video. Fuck Movie Bob. Fuck that type of person. Oh, you don't like the fact that he's griefing people in World of Warcraft, so you want to get him arrested? Fuck off, Bob. Fuck off, you untalented piece of shit. $4,000 on Patreon a month to make those green screen videos. Are you kidding me with this shit? Have you seen his videos? That guy with the glasses was doing better content 5 years ago than he's doing today. And they were doing it on less of a budget. And that guy with the glasses videos are notorious for shitty green screen. So yeah, I don't like Bob. I never have. Thoughts on Divorce Court? Yeah, I thought that was a good documentary. Then I had a lot of people arguing about whether it was accurate or not. People were talking in the comments of the video, and then in the thread that I saw it in, and then on Twitter as well, about how certain things didn't add up. But the thing that bothers me about Divorce Corp when I was kind of watching it is not the the custodial battle between parents. That's going to happen. It wasn't The thing that bothered me the most was the fact that judges and lawyers and experts have relationships. They're not disclosed at the start. It's this: you donate to me, I donate to you, and then I get to choose you as the evaluator in this case, and you get paid an absurd amount of money. And if we find out that either the husband or the wife has liquid assets, if they own something, if they have money that we can get our hands on, then we're going to charge them. The fees were ridiculous. It went from 7,500 to 11,000 to 30,000 to 50,000 in some cases. So you've got this judge who says we need to get a child evaluator or custody evaluator into the home. So we're going to charge you to hire that person. But I, as a judge, am going to tell you who to choose. Right. And so they had specific instances of this happening. So the evaluator goes in and then they make a ruling. But the thing is, the evaluator, as it turns out, knows a couple of the lawyers on one of the sides. And then you look into it deeper, and they've been making contributions to the judicial campaigns, and it's just a clusterfuck. It's ridiculous. The family courts are ridiculous. If that documentary is accurate in any way, then it's a clusterfuck of a situation. Have I ever blocked someone? No. I don't block them on Twitter, and I don't block them on YouTube. I don't see what the point is. Somebody's going to post something. Somebody's going to post something. Why would you? It's the fucking internet. You know, oh no, somebody said something I don't like. I need to block them now. I don't get that. Um, that's my situation. That's how I am. Like, I guess, I mean, you look at somebody like, what is it? Why? How do you mean block them? I don't block anybody in any way really at all. But if you're talking about people like closing off comment sections and shit like that, I don't know. I guess maybe they have the reasons. I know like Total Biscuit does. I think PewDiePie does now too. But I have no idea. I like in PewDiePie's case, what has he got? 20 fucking million subs or some crazy goddamn number like that. I guess at this time, like at this point, he's probably trying to drown out the sound. But how does that even really affect him? It doesn't. It's just people typing shit. What's the point of blocking people? How does Jamal's dick taste? I don't know. Uh, I haven't been allowed that privilege yet. Us cucks don't get to demand things. What is this? Do you think Anita will be the cause of her own downfall? Of course. These people, SJWs, are usually their own worst enemy throughout the entirety of Gamergate, even before it, really. Like, look at people like, what was that chick's name? The one who did Cancel Colbert. Was that Sui Park, or what was her fucking name? I can't remember. But yeah, they usually push it to the point of even their own supporters think they're crazy. And I think Anita might be getting close to that point. McIntosh sure as shit is. A lot of them basically are. Oh, fuck. Am I hitting a bong? No, I'm lighting a cigarette. Check Twitter. I don't know why I checked Twitter, but all right. Yeah, there are a couple questions on there, but yeah, I'm not informed on a shit ton of stuff. So, Chop Suey. Yeah, that was her name, Suey Park. Yeah, I did do a video on her, but it was about a year ago at this point, and I can't remember her name off the top of my head. What do I think of NeoGAF? I think NeoGAF is shit. I've said that consistently. It's a joke of a website. I'm trying to pick out questions here. Sorry for the fucking moments of silence. What am I smoking? Camel cigarettes. As the VP of that company, I'm contractually obligated to smoke Camel cigarettes. Thoughts on SJW Patreons? Oh, they're rolling in money. Are you kidding me? They make so much money hustling it back and forth to each other and their victim complexes. It's a lucrative business for them. All they have to do is scream oppression and harassment, and somebody's sending them a check. It's fucking ridiculous. Especially considering, doesn't Patreon have policies now about who can have Patreons open or not? People have been kicked off of it, and some of the people that are still on it is bizarre to me. I don't understand. Am I a rapist? No, I'm not. Pick my question? Sure, why not? What is the origin of glad I could help? It's just bullshit we used to say on Metokur. Talk about Sweden, you shitlord. What is there to say about Sweden that hasn't already been said at this point? It's just ever downwards with Sweden. When the country's on fire, I'll talk about it again. So give it a year. Jim, are you Sweden? No, I'm not. Console or PC? I went out and bought a Wii U, and I bought a PS4. I played the Wii U for Monster Hunter 3 and Smash Brothers, stuff like that. Wonderful 101. And I had a good time. It was okay, but I haven't really touched it since then. The PS4 basically was Bloodborne. I regret the PS4, to be honest, because there's just not a lot to play on it. The Wii U I probably would have held off on too. I guess at my core I'm just a PC gamer at this point. There're just more games. There's more you can do with the games you have. It doesn't cost as much. Um, yeah, I prefer PC. What are my thoughts on Jim Sterling? I don't really have any thoughts on him at this point. I haven't been paying attention to Jim Sterling. I couldn't tell you. I don't know what he's been doing. People, yeah, I see people asking me talk about Jim Sterling. I don't know what would you like me to talk about in relation to Jim Sterling? How much money is he making on Patreon? Get Bayonetta 2. That's one of the games that I wanted to get the Wii U for, was Bayonetta 2. Thoughts on Mundane Matt? If you jump back about 15 minutes, you'll hear my thoughts on Mundane Matt. This chat is too fast. It's going by pretty quick, yeah. What do you think of Moot leaving 4chan? Who? Oh, I see 10K coming up. Jim Sterling is making $10,000 a month. Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay, yeah, he is, isn't he? He's making $120,000 a year on Patreon, and Patreon's cut is what, 5%? And then I'm guessing for your federal and state taxes, you kind of want to hold back about 20% when you report your income. So, fucking hell. So just say $90,000 after taxes and everything else is cut out of it. That is a ridiculous amount of money to be making for somebody who produces videos on the internet. Just absurd. But people will pay for stupid shit. If somebody's going to pay money for it, what can you do? But $120,000 a year to make videos on the internet is dumb. Talk about my dick. Okay, Raul. Urbina. I'll talk about your dick. Oh, anyway, Moot leaving 4chan. Yeah, it seems like he was preparing it or getting it ready to be bought out by somebody. I don't know who. What is Reddit's parent company again? I used to know this off the top of my head, but he'll probably. I don't know. I think he made a site that was really popular, and then went to venture capitalists and got money to try sites that he could do commercially that were different than 4chan, and none of them worked out. Now he had an interesting app for, was it the iPhone, the kids drawing thing, which seemed like it could have made money, but for whatever reason, it just wasn't as successful as it didn't do as well as they wanted it to do. And I think it pissed him off. It pissed him off that the thing he didn't really make money off of was doing really well, and the things he wanted to make money off of never went anywhere. And so you throw in the influence of people like his girlfriend and people he would have met through the venture capitalists and all these different conventions and the XOXO fest and shit like that. And he reached a point where he's like, fuck it. I'll just, I'll step back, clean it up and sell it off. I think that's where it's going. That's my thought. I don't know. Your birthday is tomorrow. Well, happy birthday. Do I have GTA 5 on the PC? No, I don't. I played it on the PS4. Beat the game and was pretty much done with it. I mean, GTA 5 is a fun game, but once I ran through it, I didn't really see a reason to keep it or play it again or wanted to get it on the PC. I mean, yeah, they'll have a lot of cool shit on it and people will mod it and make it better, but I don't really have an urge to run out and rebuy it just to play it on the PC. I'd rather play something else. Thoughts on the Young Turks? Why do people? I've given my thoughts before on the Young Turks. I watched them. Uh, it seems like 6 or 7 years ago, and at first I thought Sank was kind of interesting. I mean, I liked some of their videos, but the more shit I watched, the more I started disagreeing with a lot of his opinions. And fuck, once you start browsing pull and boards like that, you start to dislike the Young Turks a lot more. But I don't know. It just a lot of his shit. He tries to put himself off as kind of like, I'm talking about Cenk Uygur. He tries to put himself off as somebody who's, for the little guy and anti-corporation, anti-corruption. But then you watch some of his videos and they're just some really uninformed, stupid shit. And I get a lot of crap for my Eurocentrism video or Euroscepticism video and stuff like that. And they're like, "Oh, you don't understand. You don't understand the issue enough." Oh, but that pales in comparison to some of the videos that the Young Turks have put out. Turks did Armenians. Apparently, TYT are the left's Fox News from Devil's Advocate. Yeah. I mean, I know Sank tried to go to MSNBC and he had a show on there for a while, but from what I understand or from what I've heard, he wasn't able to. And don't get me wrong, I'm not shitting on him for this. I can understand this to a degree. He just wasn't really good at reading off a teleprompter. He was more comfortable doing it live. And so that kind of fell through, or at least I think that fell through. I don't know if they're still on MSNBC or not. No, not centrism. I'm sorry. I meant skepticism. Talk about pissed Pedro. Assert individual, right? Mr. $7. I don't know what you want me to talk about in relation to in relation to him. You're gonna have to be more specific. Who's my favorite porn star? Fuck, I don't know. Whoever I'm looking at the moment. I don't really have a favorite porn star. I mean, the internet kind of fucked that up, didn't it? It's not like you go out and buy DVDs and VHS tapes anymore. It's just you go to a fucking website, look up a subject, and get your rocks off. So it's really whoever you're looking at, I guess. $7 Sanchez. I love the fucking names. Those threads are the best, by the way, where they put a picture of Joe up and then they say, "What's his name again?" Because the fucking replies are always entertaining. I see people asking about the that guy with the glasses. Uh, a couple of people too brought up on Ask FM saying, "Oh, you should do a video on that." That would be a massive fucking undertaking. Like somebody like Linkara, just Linkara alone would be a fucking hour-long video. Um, the shit that was found in those threads where they dug up Linkara's past were some of the funniest shit I've seen in years. Like the stuff that guy had all over the internet was pretty fucked up. It was pretty fucking entertaining. So a video like that would be madness. Is your name James O'Shaughnessy? Again, if you scroll back, it would have been maybe 20 minutes ago. I talk about that too. I've got like 18 docs out there at this point. Enraged Enrique, Angry Jose, Grumpy Guacamole. Yeah. Am I Ben Garrison? No, I'm not. And I don't like to say his name out loud because I'm afraid he'll find me if I do. He's like Bloody Mary. If you say his name too many times, he's going to come bust through your roof and murder you for not being pure breed enough. Do I go to Cow? Yes, I do. I browse Cow. But I don't go into their IRC. I've seen a couple of threads where people are like, oh, he comes into the IRC. I don't go into any IRCs. I haven't used IRC in 5, 6, 7 years. So if you see somebody in there saying they're me, it's not. Am I Jim Sterling? No, I'm not. Tell you a story. Maybe later. We'll see. We'll see how the stream goes. I'm just trying to answer questions as we go along here. A lot of notice me senpais. Yes, I notice you, but your name went by so quickly I didn't catch it. I read your statement though. Talk about Brianna Wu. What am I going to say about Brianna Wu that hasn't fucking been said 1,000 times? That game looks atrocious. Brianna, he seems insane. Um, what his husband got 4 Hugo Awards, was it, for fan art or some stupid shit? I don't know. Brianna Wu is seems like a head case to me. Stop being a faggot and give you a kiss. I'm sorry, I can't do that. I'm holding out for Milo, waiting for the day when he returns. Thoughts on gold diggers on YouTube? I don't know what you mean. Are you talking about are people actually using YouTube as a social networking site to get dates? Or are you talking about people that are are you talking about people that are just hustling for money? Am I drunk yet? No. I'm working my way there though. Where's the video? Late as usual. This stream is my amends for that. I'll try to have it up next week. What are my preferred pronouns? Listen, the best way around that stupid shit is to use me, myself, and I. Then when people shit talk you for mocking them about using preferred pronouns, they sound like they're insulting themselves. Me is a retard. I is stupid. Myself, or I don't even know how you'd say that one, but yeah, me, myself, and I. Makes them look fucking retarded. Drinking is for degenerates. I don't know about that. I mean, I am a smoker already, so I'm kind of fucked, right? What am I gonna do? Do I like or visit Funny Junk? Is that what you mean by FJ? Funny Junk was one of the only sites when Gamergate started that let anybody talk about it. Funny Junk is one of the only sites that really kind of lets you talk about whatever the fuck you want, as far as I know. Seems like a decent site to me. Yeah, I like Funny Junk. Sure. I don't use it because I really don't use a lot of sites, to be honest, but it's a good site. Thoughts on Sargon being a multiculturalist liberal cuck? Are you talking about the Pakistani thing? See, I need more details on that. I've seen a couple of people ask me, or they half told me what the fuck will happen with that, but I don't know. Marlboro Reds are for pussies. I'm just looking through finding the question here. Are you asking me what I think about V? I've said before I browse Pol V, Fit, and K. Occasionally I'll go to is TG for a couple of threads. I'll go to TV for Linkara threads because I always find those funny. Kharkov is juice fed. No, it's paint thinner. That's why I like it. It's fucking cheap. It's gets the job done. It's what liquor should be, quick and dirty. Do I smoke pot? I have occasionally. I haven't in a long time. Um, yeah. Thoughts on MLP pissing off SJWs? It's always entertaining, whether it's the show with that equality episode or whether it's the fan base. Is Hot Wheels my senpai? No, he's not. I don't have a senpai, just like I don't have a waifu. Been over this before. Jim, do you masturbate to children's cartoons? No, I do not. What happened to Mama Kay? Last I heard, her son got taken away and moved in with his father, and she is being batshit insane somewhere in Canada. I don't know. I should do a follow up on that sometime. Look in to see what she's doing. It really pisses me off when I originally wanted to do the video on that. Yeah, people flagged her videos because they wanted to do the right thing, but flagging her videos took down all this great content, like her yelling at her dying mother in the hospital, trying to take baths with her son, just really creepy, bizarre shit. And she put it all up on YouTube, and YouTube never took it down. Thoughts on the Calgary Expo? Are you talking about the people that got ejected? Was that the Honey Badgers? It seems fucking retarded they'd get ejected. I'm not completely up on that. I don't know all the details. All I know is they had a poster up about Gamergate or ethics or something to that effect, and got kicked out for it. And they cited some bullshit relating to their convention policies, but it seems like crap. They shouldn't have been ejected. That's my understanding. I don't know. I could be completely wrong about this. I'm not 100%. I'm not up on it. Jim, do you take baths with your son? No, I don't. I don't have a son, so there's nobody to take a bath with. What are Jews not behind according to poll? Oh, Jews would not be behind. Uh, I don't know off the top of my head. According to poll, I don't know what to tell you. Though with those Sony email leaks, um, yeah, and then I saw a thread earlier today too about what was it? They were talking about some group of dedicated shills for some kind of PR firm, but I haven't had a chance to read it. It was actually kind of interesting looking. Ramsey Poll, yeah, I've watched his videos before. He was linked a lot on Poll back on 4chan, and I think he occasionally gets put up on 8chan too. I've watched his videos. I like him. What's my persona? I don't have one. Sorry. Thoughts on Nigel Farage? Uh, what do you want to know? I covered it in the Euroscepticism video. Or God, what the hell was the term? I can't fucking remember it now. I feel like I'm going autistic here. 409 hours of Ace of Spades is going to do that to you. It's going to make you a little fucking retarded. Do I use jazz hands instead of clapping? No, I clap. That's the American thing to do. We all do. We're taught at birth to do that. It's how you respond to anything. Now, let me jump. I'm going to jump over to Twitter and see if anybody's asking anything over there. Because chat's going by really fucking quick. Let's see. Yeah, again, people talking about the Calgary Expo. You gave me more details on it. I think what I've heard, and I think my understanding of it is pretty accurate. And if what I understand is right, it's complete bullshit. What triggers me? Nothing triggers me. Well, with the exception of a Colt 22. Yeah, because my trigger warning is trigger because my father was shot to death. It's very tragic. Thoughts on Anna Akana's rape video? I have no idea what you're talking about. Do I ever go to the deep web? What the fuck is the deep web? Just because you use Tor doesn't mean you've gone to some super secret fucking club on the internet. I like how people treat that like that though. Like, oh my god, if you're using Tor, you're some elite fucking internet user. It's like you get a little badge or something because you installed software to use onion links. There's fucking deep web. That's cute. Go to Ask FM. All right, I'll swing over there see if anybody's asking something. Make a video about Sweden. Not not interested. Will you ever redo your old Tumblrism after rape culture, feminism, and Homestuck? No, there's no point. I mean, why redo them or why redo the same videos again? I mean, once you've covered it, you've covered it. Which is a better investment? Paying a few $1,000s to a Nigerian prince in hopes of getting a few $1 million or donating to Ben Garrison's legal defense fund? Obviously, donating to Ben Garrison's legal defense fund. Because he'll kill you if you don't. Jim, would you go back to GG if you feel it gets its shit together? No, no, I walked away from GG. GG's doing its own thing. Do you have a link to the funny Linkara stuff that was found on the internet? I don't have the archive link on me right now, and not like offhand. I can't pull it up in bookmarks, but I'm sure somebody in the chat will link it to you. When is the video coming out? I will get my ass on it. What is your opinion on Windows 10? I'm still using Windows 7. I'm I have no interest in fucking constantly switching OSs. There's no point. Why change the operating system all the time? I'd still be using XP if I could get away with it. Do I read Homestuck or something? No, I don't. Can you have my Skype? Uh, no, I tried that before. I tried having a Skype, and then the same thing with Steam happened, where I was rarely on it, or when I was on it, I was trying to manage it and talk to a bunch of people. If you have something you want to ask me, or if you want to talk, just go to Ask FM, or I don't know, hammer me in a fucking stream like you're doing right now. I'm pretty quiet when it comes to Skype. I basically bullshit with Andrew and a few other people, and that's about it. Why is chat so laggy? I have no idea. What's my Sonic OC? I don't know. It's so hard to choose. Oh, somebody's linking the Anna Akana video. I'll have to look at it later, or check it out when I have some time. Guests on later. No, I'm not doing guests. Sorry. What do you think of Boogie 2988 at this point? I don't know. What has he been doing lately? Like, I haven't been paying attention to what Boogie's really been up to. I don't know what he's been up to lately, so I don't really have any thoughts. Oh, Shadvik the shithog. There you go. Thoughts on GTA 5? I thought it was a good game, but yeah, I played through it, I beat it, and there wasn't really any point in playing it anymore after that. Am I looking forward to CETA 2015? Of course. Everybody likes a good laugh at people that can't debate. What's my opinion on meth? It's a hell of a drug. Does my software respect my freedom? Of course it doesn't. No software or really hardware at this point does, aside from a few a few very specific things, which anybody on G could tell you about. Pretty much anything you're using now is fucked, so you might as well deal with that nightmare. Thoughts on Egoraptor? I have no thoughts on Egoraptor. I haven't been paying attention to him either. Talk about Noah Antweiler. I've seen a couple of things Antweiler's posted on Twitter, I guess, but I used to watch Spoonie's videos back in the day. Um, I liked him, a couple of them. I mean, I didn't have any problem with him, but he seemed to have. I don't know what the fuck happened to him. Maybe it's his girlfriend, or I don't know. But he kind of became SW or SJW light, I guess. Call this number. Yeah, I'll jump right on that. Did I see Sargon harassing his baby? I have no idea what you're talking about. Have I played Rayplay? I've never played Rayplay. Extra credits have no fucking interest in watching that shit. Am I prepared for the happening? Nobody is. You can never prepare for the happening. Who's Haberman? If you scroll back, you'll hear the backstory on that. I'm going to jump back over to Ask FM here real quick. Chat's kind of going by a little quicker than I expected. Fuck. Okay. People are posting phone numbers. That's nice. Thoughts on Chris Chan? Chris Chan was more entertaining when he was making his comics and was being goaded into, like, Chris Chan was entertaining when he was doing his fucking YouTube videos that seemed he was putting them out every day with this captain's log shit, and then was making the Sonichu comic and just having his own little adventures. And then it seemed like he was kind of, I don't know, it seemed like people pushed him too much maybe, and it made him not as fun or funny to watch anymore for a long time. And then the whole Sonic Arms thing happened, and it was kind of like good old Chris Chan again. I don't know what the fuck's going to happen with him, but it'll be interesting to see. Didn't they put off his court date, if I remember right, till next month? Is it? So I don't know how fucked he is. Would you do prank calls on stream? Maybe. I don't know. Is Patreon hipster welfare? I wish they would have called the service webfare. That's what it is. It's it's webfare. But right now, it kind of seems like it is. Again, I don't have problems with people having Patreons. It just seems like a lot of people that do have them either produce really shit content or don't produce anything at all and really don't seem to have any reason to be asking for money on Patreon. Um, or they're getting absurd amounts of money for doing nothing. It's just weird. People will waste money on the stupidest shit. Have I done the sex? Yes, I have. Am I Officer Darren Wilson? No, I'm not. Is YouTube too money focused now? Um, yeah, it's getting there. I mean, YouTube originally was just a place to fucking dump video content, put up your own home movies, and uh, yeah, it used to be very different. Now everything's commercialized and has ads slapped all over it, and it kind of sucks the fun out of it. Yeah, I think it's getting too money focused. Do you plan to shut down your channel again if you get too famous? If so, what is your mindset on e-fame? I don't know what to tell you. I don't even know what the fuck e-fame is really. It's somebody that has a lot of subscribers, I guess, or somebody that gets a lot of attention online. I don't like it, and I don't like having a large audience, which is why I shut down my channel. What's my opinion on guns? Love them. Am I an Aspie? No, I'm not. Let me refresh chat here. Froze up on me. Keep that muted. Pause that. Uh, why is this freezing up on me? Oh, there we go. Am I a manlet? No, I'm not. I'm 5'11", 6 foot. Well, I mean, by fit standard, I'd be a manlet. If you're under 7'2", you're a manlet, according to fit. Check Twitter or ask. I've been doing that off and on. I'll take a look at Twitter again in a second. Can you call me Jimmy? Feel free to. Is Linkara gay? Now that is the $1 million question. I think Linkara is gay. I think he just can't come to terms with it. And I think he probably won't be happy until he does. Do I watch Total Biscuit? Yeah, I've watched a couple of his videos on occasion. Yeah. There's certain videos he does that I find entertaining, yeah. Thoughts on Spagma King? Funny as shit. Books are great. Twitter comments are always fucking great. YouTube videos are great. Do you like Little Boy Butts Jim? No, I do not. Where did I bury Jade Fox? In the cornfield. She's out amongst the corn with the other crops needing harvesting. I couldn't really risk it. I had to put her with the corn. Am I a meme master? No, I'm not. Do you think this is a stupid question? Yes. Do I want to touch cocks? No, I'm sorry. All right, let me pop over to Twitter here. I probably should have had shit prepared, but again, I'm so fucking lazy. What do you expect? Oh, yeah, okay. There are questions on Twitter. All right, let's see. Let me fuck up everybody's name because I'm so great at pronouncing shit. Waste Dith. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Wasted Yeth? I don't know. You know who you are. What's your opinion on downloading cracked games? Eh, I don't really. I don't pirate, to be honest. I'm one of those retards that pays full price. Shame on me, right? The only games that I've really downloaded are like ISOs and ROMs of really old shit or really obscure shit that you just can't find. Like I wanted to play Guilty Gear Online, and this is before all the shit went up on Steam. I don't even know if that really can be played online on Steam. I don't think it can, but yeah. So the Japanese version, for whatever reason, had it so you could actually do that. You could play multiplayer online, but the American didn't. So there's no way I'm going to get a hold of a fucking PC copy of the game. That's something I downloaded, that kind of stuff. But for the most part, I buy my games. That's why I wish more people put out demos. I think part of the thing with like downloading crack games and pirating and shit like that, if you put out demos and people could play the fucking game, they might be more. I don't know how to explain it. I miss demos, I guess is what I'm saying. This is unrelated to your question. Do I want to? What? Do you want to fuck the green M&M from Roy Mustang? No, I don't. No, I'm sorry. Craft more Steam badges or delete people that haven't been on in 100 days so you can have more friends. I've tried that, and then I get angry messages from people saying, "Why did you delete me?" My Steam video, I still stand by it. Fuck it. Having to pay 20 cents to get another person at, what was it? 20 cents per person is what I think the breakdown was. Is fucking stupid. But the people were right. Having too many friends probably was retarded on my point or my part because I can never get into multiplayer with enough people. And then when I do get on, I'll get like 1,000 fucking messages in a game, which is always entertaining. But yeah, I saw somebody too post a screen cap of this was fucking funny. Where is it? If you go to my Steam profile and look at previous usernames, you'll see a bunch of shit just trashing on King of Pole. But what people don't understand is when King of Pole would do live streams on like Hitbox playing Steam games, he doesn't turn off his notifications. So I changed my name to like King of Pole is gay, and then I changed an application on my desktop to something absurd like Red Pill My Ass Really Hard, and then I'd constantly go in and out of it. So what would end up happening is on his stream while people are watching, it would pop up and say King of Pole is gay, Red Pill My Ass Really Hard over and over and over and over again. And he's so oblivious he never noticed it. I could do it like fucking 1,000 times, or at least until people on my friends list yelled at me enough to tell me what the fuck are you doing. Long time no see, Jim. What have you been up to in the past few months? From Emmer. Hey, Emmer. Not much, man. Just the same dumb bullshit, same day to day stuff. Let's see. Stream question. Opinion on Finland and the recent elections there. I haven't been paying attention. I've been kind of caught up in a few things. My private life, so I've kind of been off and on, man. What are your thoughts on the destruction of the traditional family values and how it will affect Western civilization? Probably not good. I'm going to say probably not going to end up well. What do you think about Sargon of Akkad and Nero saying GG is one? I haven't been keeping up with GG, so I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what the criteria for winning is, or what they would consider a victory. Is Gawker bankrupt? Is Nick Denton in the street? Have all the journalists been fired or held accountable? I mean, were those the bars, or were those the limits that were set? I don't know. I don't know what's transpired for the most part. So I couldn't tell you whether it's an accurate statement or not. And I'm probably the wrong person to ask. How long till someone uses Patreon to launder drug money and the Fed shut it down? I'm going to guess that's probably happening right now. Do you want to play video games? I always want to play video games, Mark. If you could have more than one dick, how many would you have? As many as humanly fucking possible. As many as my heart could support. Will I play Final Fantasy 15? Oh yeah, that I will play. That's one of the other things I've been looking forward to. What do you think of Paul Blart 2? I have no fucking idea who would have greenlit that piece of shit. The first movie didn't even do that well, did it? It was such a horrible fucking movie. At least it'll make for a good episode of Half in the Bag. That's the only thing that I can say I'm thankful for as far as Paul Blart 2 is concerned, is it will make a good Half in the Bag episode. Why do I care so much about the internet? I don't know. You mean making videos? It's what I do as a hobby. It's fun. Are you talking about like shit posting on Twitter or on image boards? Again, it's entertainment. Final Fantasy 15 will be gay as shit, though. You're probably right. But hey, I liked Final Fantasy 12 and nobody else does. Will you play Xenoblade Chronicles X? Yes, I will. Will you play Deus Ex Mankind Divided? I don't know. I mean, I've seen a little bit of like like the what was it, the leaked screens or whatever magazine covered it. I don't know. I saw screenshots of it. Eh, maybe. Was it you shit posting on the IA accounts? Depends which ones you mean. The Twitter account, the YouTube account was pretty much me throwing it off to a couple of different people who wanted to fuck around with it because I really didn't care at that point. Or are you talking about like other YouTube channels, or you'd have to be more specific? Jim, it's my birthday. Happy birthday, Jeremy. You want me to say this really bad, don't you? IA here. Holy shit, Gooks did it. There you go. Oh, I hope you're happy. Favorite Final Fantasy game? Final Fantasy Tactics. Not even really a Final Fantasy game. Type Zero is pure garbage. I don't know. I haven't played Type Zero. I was kind of interested in actually playing it. How is the feet calendar? Are you talking about oh, what the fuck was that guy's name? Yeah, see, on Metokur, we'd have different threads on different people, and there was this one guy. There's this one guy who had a YouTube account where he'd make his own game shows and then star as the host and the contestants. It was really, really bizarre shit. But he also had a photo studio, and if you go to his photo studio, his website, he'd be like, I can, take your picture. I can put together calendars for you. But then when you looked at all his photo sets and all the pictures he took, it was nothing but feet. The man obviously had a massive fetish, but he couldn't admit it. So I made a bunch of Michael Tiller. That's what it was. Michael Tiller. So I made a bunch of videos mocking him. I don't know if he's still making foot calendars, but I'm sure if you look him up, he might be able to hook you up. He's also done some amazing, amazing artistic work like Hand on Hip and Bridge. Let's see. People talking about Bravely Default. I've only started playing that a little bit on the DS or 3DS, whatever. So I don't know. I don't know how good it's going to be. Do you own any older consoles? Occasionally. I owned a few. Like if you looked up, I used to have what the fuck was it? Backlog account, Backloggery or whatever the site was. I owned a lot of shit. A lot of the older consoles, but college is expensive, so I sold a lot of them. What's the new video going to be on? You'll have to wait and see. It's going to be a Hugbox one though. Going to go back to Twitter here. If your if your dick cured cancer and your mom had it, and you could only save her by fucking her in the ass, would you do it? No, I wouldn't. That's just no, I wouldn't. I'd wish her a fond farewell, but I would not. I would not use that power to fuck my mother in the ass. I'm sorry. Leigh Alexander got fired. Now she's poor and runs a site nobody goes to. So there's that for a GG victory. Well, I'm glad. She got fired. I'm glad she got fired. Fuck Leigh Alexander. Why not embrace your e-fame? Obviously, people like you. Eh, I think people watch videos I do on occasion and come by streams to shitpost, but I wouldn't say that's e-fame. Also, do me a favor, call Ralph a faggot. Ralph, you're a faggot. There you go, Mark. What's your opinion on John Hank Green? Uh, I know one of them's like a fucking SJW. I can't remember which one at this point. How many EDS ones does it take to sell out of McDonald's? Just the one. Which is why we talked about sending her horse feed. It's another story for another day. Sex with a clone, is it gay or a form of masturbation? How about what is that fucking movie? That the one where the guy, the movie's plot is it's a hermaphrodite who travels back in time and fucks himself and makes a baby. So he's his own father and own lover. So you tell me, is that gay or form of masturbation? It's the dumbest. It's yeah, time traveling masturbation. I don't know what the fuck that's about, but apparently that's a movie now. Thank you, Hollywood. It's that's what I needed. Have I seen any good cows worth of milking lately? Yeah, yeah, a couple. Do me a favor too. Call yourself a fag. I am a faggot. There you go. How did Haberman become such a huge faggot? It's Tumblr. That's the only explanation I can come up with. He was one way and then started using that website and then became a completely different way. The only thing I can point to is Tumblr. The movie is called Looper. No, it's not. It's not Looper. It's a newer one. I actually made like a fake poster for it too. I just can't remember the name off the top of my head. Who's my favorite serial killer? Oh shit, I don't know. I'd have to give that one some thought. Yeah, Tumblr mind control. That's what I would consider it. Jim, my ex-girlfriend is an SJW. What should I do? Consider yourself lucky that it's an ex-girlfriend and not a current one. That's what I would do. Thoughts on SMT XFE trailer? Haven't seen it yet. Link it in the chat and I'll take a look. Invite Sargon? Nope. Not having any guests on. Sorry. I'm doing this like I used to do the shitlord streams. Just me talking like an idiot in chat, saying ridiculous shit. Invite on Jeffrey Dahmer. That would be quite the fucking feat. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could get him. I'd have to invent a time machine. How sexy is your avatar? I don't know. It's a tiny little fucking box at this point. Thoughts on Unfriended? Isn't that dumb fucking movie about somebody getting unfriended on Facebook and then murdered for it? I'm almost certain somebody did a shitty independent college budget fucking YouTube video that was the exact fucking premise of. They stole that movie idea from somebody's YouTube account. Say Turkey is a faggot country from Leader Revolution. Okay. Turkey is a faggot country. There you go. The movie, oh yeah, there we go. Perfect. Thank you. Predestination is the name of the movie I'm talking about. The one where the person goes back in time, fucks himself, and then creates himself and then raises the baby in some. But it's really fucking weird. Do I have a fedora? No, I don't. Yeah, predestination. How did I choose my major? Uh, I chose the major I thought I would enjoy, and then found out that I didn't really enjoy it because the thing I was going to do with my degree ended up being broken and corrupt. So I ended up going into the university I was attending and told them I quit. And I took my credits and got probably the gayest degree you could get without having to complete the thing I was going to college for. That's another longer story for a different stream. Do I own a dragon dildo? No, I don't. Pop over to Ask FM here. See if we got anything over there. Damn, I should have. Why do you like Ace of Spades so much? I've noticed people say this, and I think it's true. Some people say they like my videos because it's white noise. You know how when you want something on in the background, but you don't really want to pay attention to it, you just want something you can occasionally look up and go, oh, yeah, huh, I get it, and then go back to what you're doing? That's like white noise. That's what Ace of Spades is to me. So when I want to play a video game, but I can't really think of a specific title I want to play, I play Ace of Spades. It's like my white noise. It's white noise the video game. I can go and play classic Capture the Flag for fucking hours and not even realize it because I zone out. I completely fucking zone out. Do you have a Netflix account? If yes, have you seen House of Cards? I have not seen House of Cards. Why do people discriminate against pedophiles, Jim? I don't know, but I think social justice warriors should make that their new campaign. I think they need to focus on inclusivity. So we'll see if they address that in the future. Will you do an interview with us? It's just a drunken interview. We can do it now or later or anytime. Yeah, hit me up with some details, and I'll do a drunken interview with you. Might be entertaining. Since you're independent of the whole GGAGG thing now, do you plan on starting something more SJW only focused? You seem like the guy to start something like that. I just like making fucking videos. So I don't have any specific plans other than making videos. Jim, jet fuel can't melt steel beams. Well, there we go. It's the thermite that does it. Would you sell a child for $1 million? No, I wouldn't. Favorite video game? I get asked that, and it's a different answer every fucking time. And the more games you play, the harder it is to answer that because you're always going to have something pop up in the back of your head. later on that you're like, shit, I should have gone with that. Like when I think of games that I really liked, I really liked Ace Combat up until a point. Like the PS2 games are really good. I liked a lot of them actually. I liked Front Mission 4. It was a really good game. Final Fantasy Tactics was a really good game. Vagrant Story was enjoyable. And see, that's a problem. I could start listing off shit. I can't pick a favorite game. It's just there are too many. There are too many good games. It's just a shame that a lot of them are at this point 5 to 10 years old or older. How many amiibos do you own? I'm not retarded. Why would I own amiibos? I, this is what I don't get. I understand what Nintendo is going for. They saw the Skylander thing and they thought, oh, hey, shit, we can make a fuck ton of money selling Nintendo figurines that have minimal interactivity with our games to people that like to shit money out for nothing. So we'll make little plastic statues that they can swipe across their Wiimote or their gamepad or whatever the fuck, and make cash. It's a money printing machine. But the problem is, it has no appeal to me. Like I get it. Okay, maybe you collect figurines. Maybe you're like into toys and shit, so you buy them. Fine, but I'm not buying them. What does that do? It's like what is my amiibo gonna do? It's not gonna fucking do anything. It's it's a fucking flashcard. It's a flashcard with the shell of a character on the outside. Would you fuck a trap? No, I would not. Oh, and Ask FM shit the brick on me. What the fuck? Thoughts on CGR? You talking about classic game room? Mark is Mark, I think is the guy's name if I remember right. Classic game room is great. Their really old stuff is good. His stuff is good. He's a guy that likes video games. If you like video games and you like somebody that's fun and laid back and drinks beer and reviews video games, classic game room would be good. You promised hug ages ago. When are you going to deliver? By next Sunday. Okay, Jim, have you stopped fucking children? You can't stop what you haven't started. Call me a faggot, Jim. You were a faggot. Am I dead? No, I'm not dead. What podcast do you listen to? I haven't listened to podcast in a while. Um, God, there was a guy that used to post. Oh fuck! Let me see if I can. Something reads the internet. Is it Lou reads the internet? He was a something awful user. Basically, what he'd do is he would go into really fucking shitty forums and he would read their posts. Lou reads. Lou reads the internet. That was funny to listen to. I haven't listened to that in a long fucking time. Am I Ken Ashcorp? No, I'm not Ken Ashcorp. I heard he's getting a lot of shit. Somebody was mentioning that he's getting fucking slammed for some reason. I have no idea why. What Ken Ashcorp has done to get slammed by SJWs, I have no clue. He made a song. He made his burger song. He made this fucking song before Gamergate ever started. It wasn't ever about Zoe Quinn. It just happened to be really funny, the timing involved. So I don't know why he gets shit for that. Jim, repeat after me, President Paul. President Paul. Fuck $10. Yes, I understand the hatred for something awful. It's turned into a shithole. I've said that time before. Anybody who used something awful can tell you that something awful became a shithole after about, I don't know, 2005, 2006. But then again, I mean, Lotax did allow Gamergate threads for a long fucking time. Because as he put it, he didn't give a shit one way or the other. He just thought it was dumb, but he didn't really care, which is more than you can say for somebody like Moot. Moot fucking shut it down, didn't he? Ask FM link. Ask FM would be the same as all the other accounts, just Mr. Metokur. Repeat after me. I am a glorious faggot. There you go. Ray or Azuka? Neither. I'm not. I'm not touching. Uh, Fuck Shinji. Fuck everything. No, no waifu shit. You're not getting an answer out of me. Transhumanist Party of 2016. What in the fuck? Am I autistic? No, I'm not Batman. Why is Pole always right? When is Pole ever wrong? Thoughts on Mood leaving again? I talked about that earlier. Sorry, man. If you scroll back a little bit on the timeline, you should find it. Can you get a refund for Starbound? I have no idea. I don't know if they do refunds. Do I like Dindu muffins? Oh, let's see. Actually, you know what? Fuck, I should check Ask FM, I guess. Uh, well, okay, Ask FM is shitting up on me. Let me try Twitter. It looks like there are one or two questions here. Hey, Mr. Metokur, can you please call me and Black Trick faggots? Sure, you're both faggots. There you go. Yeah, predestination. Okay, all right. Looks like they're older comments. Bloodborne is a shit. Yeah, I really liked it. I played. I've been playing it quite a bit actually. Um, I'm trying to think like where it would rank against the other games. It's weird. Like Demon Souls and Dark Souls, I could see you argue either way for which one is superior. I like them both a great deal. Dark Souls 2, I didn't like very much at all. Bloodborne, I'd say is like it's behind Demon Souls and Dark Souls, but it's definitely way above Dark Souls 2. It's a fun game. It's a really, really, really fun game. It was well worth the money. Bloodborne was well worth the money. Yeah, shitposting is strong in the chat. And would you have it any other way? Makes the chat more entertaining. Do I suck dicks? No, I do not. How old is my dick? You'll just have to guess. Say Vodka Haze is a faggot. Vodka Haze is a faggot. There you go. What do you think of anti-smoking campaigns? I have no opinion on them. I've seen what are those truth ads that are fucking ridiculous? They try to make it look like it's a hip hop party and shit. I've seen some really fucking bizarre anti-smoking campaigns, but that's the American ones. I know, like in certain countries, they put like the horrific pictures on the boxes of cigarettes. So I don't know about that. They haven't done that over here yet. Bloodborne, aka Lovecraft Souls. Yes, that's essentially what it is, but it's fucking great nonetheless. Okay, I'll repeat that. All I want for Christmas is my PSP, which was the best viral marketing ever created on the internet. Watching some fucking 40-year-old guy in a warehouse with a spring hat on a ladder rapping about PSPs. Sony should be ashamed. That was what the fuck were they thinking? Like, if you're going to viral market something, at least put some effort into it. All I want for Christmas is my PSP was probably the most embarrassing marketing campaign I've ever seen any company do. And that's fucking saying something. Thoughts on AdBlock? I use AdBlock Plus all the fucking time. I use AdBlock, NoScript, and Ghostery, but people have been telling me Ghostery is maybe iffy, so maybe I'll stop using that. Am I cut or uncut? I'm cut. You want me to say your name, the GMAC 101? So you're saying Dark Souls 2 was the B team? It's kind of like oh fuck, what was it? Silent Hill. Like how Silent Hill 4 was, it was the B team kind of thing. What's with the new logo? Why not? Am I a wizard? No, I'm not. Yeah, that's the thing. People were saying something about Ghostery somehow selling your information or gathering some kind of marketing data. I don't know. It could be complete bullshit. I haven't seen it do anything weird, but how the fuck would I know? But yeah, I use AdBlock, no script, and Ghostery. Do I want to dock with you? No. I'm sorry. I can see polls in the chat based on the answer of saying I was cut. Jesus. You missed the wig. Yeah. People seem to like that picture. Again, it was just a costume company. It was a Halloween costume that went, and I think the company went out of business. It was one of the first results for wig aristocrat on image search. That's why I picked it. And people were talking about the little fucking channel trailer I put up, saying that what music was that? Again, that was like one of the first searches for free music. I'm a cheap, lazy asshole. You can usually find the stuff that I use by just doing a simple search for keywords that you would think relate to it. How do you get an Asian girlfriend? You obviously put rice in the middle of a trap, and when one comes by to eat it, you take them home. 8chan or 4chan? I'm mostly on 8chan, but I still browse 4chan's poll and V. And then, I like to go to, like I said, Fit and K. I use both, at least until Moot completely sinks it into the fucking ocean. Am I a lizard alien Jew? No, I'm not. Now, if King of Pol were on, he could elaborate on why you should be afraid of them, but sadly, he's not here. Thoughts on health at every size and fat people? I agree with Fit as far as the bullshit with health at every size. You're not healthy at every size. If you're out of shape, you're out of shape. Um, that's all there is to it. The whole fat pride shit and fat shaming stuff is just dumb to me. Yeah, I get it. You're once in a while going to have some person that has some weird fucking medical condition that makes them predisposed to being fat, but that's like 1 in 10 million people. The majority, the fucking, other 9,999,999, just eat too much shit and don't exercise enough. Eat less and move more, and you won't be fat. It's that fucking simple. It really is that fucking simple. I mean, if you're big, I don't give a shit, but don't try to tell me that you're healthy because you are, or that I should find it attractive if you weigh 600 pounds. I'm not going to find that attractive. Am I a lolicom? No, I'm not a lolicom. Should we use fat people to feed the poor? I don't think that would work out as well as you might imagine. Can I pronounce your Can I pronounce your nick? Matthias? Probably not. I butcher words and names regularly. What do I think of a dose of Buckley? I've seen a couple. I've seen some of his videos on YouTube. I know he does like a podcast. If I'm right, I think. Um, Seems like good stuff. But I haven't watched a lot of his stuff, so I don't know. Like people ask me shit like, "What do you think of this person or that person?" If I haven't watched enough of their stuff, I couldn't really tell you. AVGN movie thoughts. Didn't that turn out to be a fucking disaster? He got a ton of money and then made the world's worst fucking movie. And then to top that off, didn't all the people that like people who were extras on the set of the movie talked about how shitty it was? Hugbox 5, were you laughing at the fact that someone committed suicide or that you didn't believe it? Are you kidding me? Don't take shit people write on Tumblr seriously. They're fucking retards. the people that I focus on, or the blogs or the posts, the person saying that somebody called them up because they were triggered and killed themselves. No, I didn't believe that for a fucking second. It's the dumbest shit. That's why I was laughing, because it's just such petty fucking attention whoring, and it just I can't. That's fucking Tumblr too. That's the problem with Tumblr. It's such massive attention whoring. The most unique special snowflake. I hate that fucking mentality. And they'll always go for the one-upsmanship of, oh, I'm the most oppressed, or I'm the most oppressed, and it usually ends with, I'm gonna kill myself, or I did kill myself, until they pop up a fucking month later or a day later and act like, oh well, it didn't really happen, but I've got all these bruises from trying to off myself by I don't know, the ridiculous methods of suicide, probably taking a hammer and breaking their bones or some dumb fucking shit. Yeah, and I know people use Tumblr for other stuff. Not all Tumblrs are shit, but the website on a whole isn't really that great, because it seems to be fucking just infested with crazy assholes. Would I fuck a Tumblr girl? No way in hell. No way in hell would I fuck a Tumblr girl. What are my thoughts on Quentin? Yeah. Does this rag smell like chloroform? It absolutely does. Delicious. Yes, you can be a Jimkin. Knock yourself out. Tumblr is for porn. See, that's what I don't get. Why would you use Tumblr for porn? What could Tumblr offer that any other porn site couldn't? Like, I don't, I don't get it. Maybe, yeah, I get that people would look anywhere for porn, but I just don't like Tumblr. I just don't. How old are you? How big is your dick? You're just gonna have to keep guessing. Just plug away at it. Check Twitter. All right, I'll check Twitter. See if there's any fucking questions over there. It's pretty dead the last time I checked. So, Jim, you seem not to care what you say online, but what's a line you wouldn't even cross? I don't know. I haven't. I'll tell you when I come to it, I guess. Willie, why are you ignoring my ass? What have you asked? I haven't been on Twitter in like 5-10 minutes, so I'll look and see if I can see something. Do you look more like the logo you have now, or the one you had a few weeks ago? Again, that was you talking about the one people were saying was a fat Mexican. That was Haberman. That was based off Haberman. That wasn't me. Thoughts on Anita Sarkeesian being on Time's top 100? It makes Time look like a fucking retard. If Anita Sarkeesian is in their top 100, it's just a fucking joke. Let's see. People in YouTube chat are curious on your thoughts on Stefan Molyneux, if you, or if any, if you know who he is. I don't know much about him. I saw a video that Thunderfoot had done on him. I've heard people occasionally talk about him on poll. The whole defooing thing seems kind of psychotic to me, but I don't know enough about Stefan Molyneux to tell you about him. If Thunderfoot's video was on point, which I don't see a reason to doubt the information he put forward, the defooing thing seems really weird. Demon Souls, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, shit, piss, Dark Souls 2. Yeah, I might go with that. I really didn't like Dark Souls 2. It felt disconnected. It felt like the entire game world was like, I don't know. Dark Souls 2 was just fucking weird on a lot of levels. People asking about Filthy Frank, I'm unfamiliar. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. Did Zoe Quinn peg Jim Sterling for publicity? That's a question for the ages. Thoughts on Doug Walker? Do you think Walker's an SJW? I think Walker's a business. Well, no, now Walker wouldn't be a businessman. What the fuck is the guy's name? The one who thought Bar Fiesta was a good idea. Oh shit, the stuff. I wish I could go into listen. How do I say this? I know somebody that worked with the people at that guy with the glasses. He Yeah, I can't. Again, this is a long time ago. And if I could go into the details of it, that's why the video series would be so long and the episodes would be so long. Because the stories that I found out and the information I found out makes them a bigger joke than what most people know. But as far as Walker being an SJW, I don't know. I don't watch enough That Guy with the Glasses to tell you. Thoughts on Battlefront 3? Hope it's good. I hope Battlefront 3 turns out good. SJW, are they all toxic? Don't use the fucking word toxic. Why would you use their language? They come up with this weird language of, well, yeah, that's a thing. It's just, I hate their language. I hate the shit they say. It bugs me. And when you start adapting their language, you humor them and them think that it's not completely stupid. Like SRS, shit Reddit says, and Tumblr and SJWs like to use that kind of word seriously. I saw a lot of people use signal boost too, which they use a lot. Signal boost, toxic, privilege, any ism or phobia. I just don't want to use their. I don't want to use their words. It makes me feel dirty. Do I know Helsing 920? You mean Emmer? Yes, I do. I haven't talked to him in a while, but I know who he is. I've talked to him before. Thoughts on? Oh, I went by quickly. You're asking me about Kosovo. That'd be a long conversation that would bore half the stream. Now the fucking chat again is freezing up on me. Let me refresh here. All right, there we go. Yeah, problematic's another one. That's fucking ridiculous. Thoughts on Amazing Atheist? TJ, yeah. Um, yeah, I don't really watch his videos. I mean, the banana thing and the leaked pictures shit was embarrassing for him, and it was funny to laugh about. But I, I don't know how he handled it. Like his reaction to it, I don't know very well. I think he took it well, if I know right, but I could be wrong. I know he does. Is it Drunken Peasants? Is that the name of his podcast? Again, like when people ask me, what do you think of somebody? If I don't watch a lot of their stuff, or if I'm not current with them, I wouldn't be able to tell you a real decent opinion. So like with Stefan Molyneux or Amazing Atheist or Filthy Frank, that kind of stuff. Like I don't know enough to be able to give you a decent opinion. Thoughts on Linkara? Already went over it. Um, Linkara is that fucking thread was great. Those threads were great when they dug up his past. What do you think of Red Letter Media? Red Letter Media is fucking amazing. Mike and Jay are perfect. It's great. Thoughts on the film It Follows? I haven't watched it yet. A lot of people said that it's really good. I don't know if that's true or not, but I can give it a shot. Watch it. Ellen Powell, I'm doing a video on that, so you'll find out when I put the video out. What the fuck happened to your old account? I shut it down. You have a golden voice. No, I don't. I probably should address this too because a couple of people have brought it up. Somebody on Ask FM had said, "Would you do voice acting, or would you do a voice part for something?" Not well. Another person recently asked that, just like in the last 10 minutes, but I'm talking like a couple of days ago. No, my voice is okayish, but even that, even if I had the world's best voice, that doesn't mean you can voice act. Like I have no fucking range. If I read lines, it's going to be deadpan. It's going to sound like shit. So to the people that were asking me that a couple days ago, find somebody else because I would fuck up whatever you're trying to work on. What does Metokur mean? Methodical in Turkish is what it means. Did the Goyim know? Oive, yes, they did. SJW trading cards? I don't know about that. You could try to do an SJW game. You know, some kind of card game where who can be the most offended, maybe? Or you start out with a certain amount of privilege points and you have to get rid of them. through various acts of condemning the other players. Just make something where everybody just shits on each other for being the most privileged. Stop calling them social justice warriors. No, they're SJWs. Listen, it gets up their craw. It gets right up their ass when you call them that. That's a stupid little term they chose themselves. Now they don't like it because they're associated with it and everybody makes fun of it. So fuck that. I'm totally calling them social justice warriors. I love it. It pisses them off because it's such a fucking joke at this point. Yes, yeah, essentially, who can be the most offended version of Cards Against Humanity? But you'd have to rework it, make it interesting, come up with some kind of unique angle. Yes, Cards Against the Patriarchy. There you go. Am I a Nordic American Ubermensch? No, I'm just a dumb motherfucker that makes videos on YouTube. How autistic am I? 409 hours of Ace of Spades, I think, answers that question for you. Thoughts on Lacey Green? I can't stand her videos. All right, let me pop back over here real quick. Trying to answer questions as best I can. Shit kind of goes by quick, though. Uh, okay, question from the stream. What are your thoughts on Hansen versus Predator? Kickstarted to catch a Predator successor? Uh, Back when InstaSync was around, or not InstaSync, SyncTube, when SyncTube was around, um, somebody ran a To Catch a Predator SyncTube room, which was I enjoyed watching it in there, and that was funny because you're watching with like 100 people all cracking jokes about the fucking episodes. I I don't know. I have no fucking interest in watching Hansen do more of it though. I didn't even really know he had a Kickstarter for it. How much money did they raise? Probably a fucking stupid amount. Well, and why would he need to kickstart it? Wouldn't the TV network let him do it? He had to rename it, I guess, maybe to get around what trademarks and shit like that. I don't know anything about it, so I guess I couldn't really tell you much. You mentioned Half in the Bag. What are your thoughts on Red Letter Media in general? Plinkett reviews, prereq. I just like Red Letter Media. I watch Half in the Bag a lot. Plinkett reviews are always fucking good. I haven't watched a lot of prereq. A couple episodes. It seems okay, but Red Letter Media just is entertaining. It's one of the things I watch. Let's see. Yeah, I'll check Ask FM. Somebody's mentioning that. Thoughts on Reddit? I don't use Reddit, so there's nothing to give my thoughts on. Well, actually, no. Somebody had mentioned this. There's a YouTube user by the name of Teal Deer, I think, who does a series called TLDR, I guess. And somebody was saying, "Oh, you can't make a video series on Reddit because he uses that as his video title." I was unaware of that, I guess, but I didn't know he did videos on subreddits. Uh, my only thoughts on Reddit are going to be in those videos. I want to look at shitty subreddits. I want to basically do a Tumblrisms version of Reddit and look at the most ridiculous shit there. SRS would probably be a very long episode, though. Let's see. Thoughts on Gawker? Fuck Gawker. Have you played Cave Story? Yes, I have. I like Cave Story. All right, let's take a look. Ask FM. Fuck, that's a lot of questions. All right. Oh, that's what's fucking it up. Okay, that should fix it. Oh, fuck. Okay, so you've played 3,500. I'm getting some weird feedback. You played 3,500 hours in Team Fortress 2. That's fucked up. That's way more than my 409 hours. You're right. I need to get good. What is the one true justice? I don't know how to answer that, man. Best food you've ever eaten? Oh, shit. I really like, oh fuck, teriyaki salmon. I think is probably the best shit I've ever eaten. Like teriyaki salmon with some rice. It's fucking really good. How drunk are you? Test, hold up your hand. I'm just slowly drinking, man. You want me to say your name? Okay, Jack. Pro gun or anti gun? Pro gun. No problems with gun ownership. You can't browse fucking K and be anti gun. I don't know how that would work. Thoughts on Peter Coffin? That guy's. People were asking like it with internet insanity. When I did the first one, I felt bad because once I started getting a bunch of subs, you can't really fucking talk about legitimately crazy people without everybody going to fuck with them. So how would you do internet insanity if actual people are watching? If you get more like 10 viewers or something, um, that's the kind of shit I wanted to focus on. Where people like people like Peter Coffin and his fake girlfriends. Um, yeah, so I'll probably talk about him eventually, just not now. You want me to pronounce A Lamau? A Lamau. There you go. Would you accept fan art? Uh, Go ahead. Here's the thing with fan art. Like I had people draw pictures before on the Internet Aristocrat channel, and I was flattered. I liked it, and I always saved them because people put the effort in and stuff. But I felt weird posting them because it felt like I don't know, it felt egotistical to do that. Um, like I'd be a little bit too close to walking on water, if you catch my meaning. But if you want to, go ahead. I guess I got over it. I'll hold on to it. I'll save it. Appreciate it. Um, yeah, there you go. I can't say your name because it went by too quickly. I saw your statement though. When did I touch my father's dick? Ah, and that's painful memories. You've triggered me. I'm gonna have to go blog about this on Tumblr and then start a Patreon to get donations. Thoughts on bronies? I talked about bronies before. I'm not. I don't watch the show. It doesn't really hold an appeal to me. I just like the fact that they kind of shit on SJWs, and I don't know. Don't let them push too far into their community or try to fight back against it. Um, yeah, it's really a non-opinion, I guess. What is my kin type? I don't have one. Thoughts on Maddox? Again, I don't really have thoughts on Maddox. Thoughts on Review Tech USA? I heard the cucumber story and the $200 story. That's about it, though. What are the YouTube channels do I watch? Shit that you wouldn't be interested in. Like I'm still watching fucking. Oh my god, what is the kid's name? There's this guy that used to do Resident Evil playthroughs where he'd play for 24 hours and try to play every Resident Evil game that exists. It was him and a friend, a British kid. He even had a website for it. Fuck, I can't remember the name. That's buried somewhere. I gotta like when I started the new channel, I lost all the shit I was subscribed to, so I gotta build it back up. Stuff like that. I like stuff like that. Like people that play through or do challenges. That shit's interesting to me. What's the cucumber story? From what I understand, never mind. I like it was vaguely explained to me that there's a video floating around of him uh, filleting a cucumber. This is how it's been explained to me. That was released by somebody he owed money to, but I don't know. Tits or ass? Tits. Fuck. How long has this been going on for? Surely you must be bored by now. It's been fucking yeah. It's been quite a while. Probably do the stream for another half an hour and then call it quits. So if you got any good shit to talk about, now's the time to bring it up. Volkish the Edgelord? Is that how you say your name? I don't know. Yes, I know it's a fucking contradiction, isn't it? I like Asians and I like tits. Hey, but I got a Asian girlfriend that's got enormous tits, so that worked out well. MICA? No, I'm not. I'm trying to bounce around between multiple things here to get questions. Have I played Project M? No. Have I? No, I don't think so. Who's your favorite lolcow? Ah, again, Christian when it was still new and when he was still doing his comic and when he was still making YouTube videos was really funny to watch. The shit that happened to him. That was just a very long, drawn out thing, but it just kind of stopped being entertaining. Currently, I don't know. I guess I've been trying to fill that void. Recommend you some good books to read. I haven't actually had a lot to read lately, so I couldn't really go into that. Would you ever go on the Drunken Peasants podcast with the Amazing Atheist? Seems like something up your alley. I would guarantee you they don't know who the fuck I am. And so there was probably zero likelihood I will ever be asked to go onto that podcast. Thoughts on the Sarkeesian effect clusterfuck? I heard a little bit about this. Some kind of spat between Jordan Owen and or Jordan Owen and Arini over the money from the Kickstarter or from the Patreon or whatever the fuck it was. I don't know. You'd have to fill me in on the details on what the fuck happened with that. I know they were some kind of argument about it, and it was holding up production, or the video didn't get made, or it was going to get made. There were going to be two cuts of it. I don't know. I need more information, man. You'd have to fill me in. Are you a weeaboo? Uh, no. Thoughts on Peter Coffin's wife? You mean the one with the removable head? I don't know what to tell you. Will SJWs take over? No. They'll get close to doing it, though. Am I still fucking Jade? Yes. Let's try Twitter. Have I read Elliot Rodgers' Manifest? No. Isn't it some huge fucking tome? Like I haven't read it, so I couldn't tell you. Linkar wants to fuck the green M&M. That is fantastic. What do you think of SJWs now literally blaming Gamergate for everything? Well, they'll take anything that's hot or topical, and anything they can say they're being oppressed by and make money off it. So it would make sense until they move on to their next target, whatever that happens to be. You saw that kind of with the Hugo Awards and other things. Have I ever played Bad Rats? No, but I think I own a copy of it. Let's see. TL Deer is just his name. Okay. Not a series. He just includes his name in his titles. Okay. Let's see. Any plans on appearing on any other streams in the future? No, not really. I I'll just do liquored up streams occasionally and stick to videos. Stick to my little fucking corner of the internet. May we please have thoughts on Bob Chipman's "Let's federalize all local police" tweets? It sounds like something his stupid fucking ass would say. I enjoy shitting on Bob daily if I can on Twitter, because he's always posting something fucking retarded. But it's just movie Bob is ridiculous. He's just fucking ridiculous. Sometime what I'd like to do is just get well, I think InstaSync is still around now. Do an InstaSync stream or something, or stream his videos and just let however many people show up to the stream shit on it simultaneously. That might be entertaining. Okay, all right. Do you plan on posting these streams on your channel for later? They should be automatically posted. From what I understand, YouTube just does that automatically. If it doesn't, I'll figure out whatever button I've got to click to make it do it. I don't know. Movie Bob, you say lull or lolcow, but he, yes and no, I guess. He doesn't get as spastic as you'd hope he would. Make a video on Bob, maybe for internet insanity. Depends. What's so bad about Movie Bob? Again, I've gone over my distaste for him. I don't like the fact he tried to get a boy arrested for a YouTube video. Fuck him. Oh yeah, you keep saying say your name. Noob Love Lady Gaga 773-887. There you go. I hope you're satisfied. Make a follow up on Mama K. I don't know if there's enough information to do a follow up, to be honest. I haven't seen Razor Fist video dismantling Movie Bob. I'll check it out, but I haven't seen it yet. Any thoughts about the cotton ceiling? I don't know what the fuck that is. You'll have to post it on, I don't know, Ask FM or Twitter or something. Am I hyped for Killing Floor 2? Nah. I mean, the first one was I played it with friends and stuff. I enjoyed it. I'm sure it'll probably be good, but I'm not interested right now. Okay. You want me to call you all faggots? You're all faggots. What is that one? Did I ever run Crying Red Faggot off the website? No, but from what happened was I left that forum. Um, yeah, I mean, the story up and after the video is I left the forum, and then the forum itself started bleeding members, and then it shut down. And from what I understand, a few of them still get together and talk through alternative, services and shit, but it imploded, which is kind of sad because for a while it was pretty fucking fun. Thoughts on Splatoon? I'm looking forward to it. That's actually the reason I got a Wii U was to play Splatoon. How drunk am I now? Well, I'm slowing down. I don't know. It's hard to fucking read through all this shit. Move that out of the way. Why is the video late? When is it ever not late? Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to him. I don't know what site he went to or where he went. I only know a little bit kind of the after story. Do I want to fuck the Splatoon lollies? No, I want to play the game. That was one of the only games I've seen in a long time that actually got me interested. It looks stupidly fun. That's why I want to play Splatoon so badly. Do I know what a tulpa is? Yes, I'm familiar with what a tulpa is. If you ever go on to X, in between the 485 fucking threads they'll have about how to summon a succubus, they'll occasionally talk about a tulpa. Thoughts on K-pop? K-pop's good. What is my favorite form of tentacle porn? They're all fantastic. Atheism Plus, I covered that in the stream with Thunderfoot and Justicar. I think they summed it up really rather nicely. I notice you. Thank you from the love from Bosnia. Oh, what time is it? Holy shit, the stream's gone on. All right, I'll give it about another 10 minutes. And then I'm going to go play Ace of Spades because I'm that fucking dumb. Cotton Ceiling, it is wrong to feel negative emotions over being tricked by transsexuals when engaging in romance and sex. What? It is wrong to feel negative emotions over being tricked by transsexuals when engaging in sex. So it's wrong to be upset by the fact that somebody lied to you? Why would it be wrong to feel upset that somebody lied to you or was deceptive about something? I mean, isn't that the whole point of a relationship, sexual or otherwise, is that you're upfront and open about things? Have you checked up on the Welcome to the South guy from your first Internet Insanity video recently? No, but people do occasionally send me information about him. It seems he kind of fell back into the whole gang stalking bullshit. I feel bad for him. He's a legitimately crazy guy that is just in a bad situation. Where did the rumors of you moving to Taiwan come from? That was originally a plan of mine. I was going to move to Taiwan. Oh, what the fuck is that? Something about. Yeah, this shit's going a little quickly. Let me go back up to that one. That was a rather long one. Fuck, now I've lost it. Oh, fuck me. Did Jade steal my shekels? Yeah, she's currently got them buried in the backyard. Any plans to do any more failed fifths? Yeah, there's really no point in doing that. The whole thing was going to be about games journalism, and Gamergate happened, so there's what's to focus on. I mean, the original videos that I did, the conspiracy stuff, didn't just talk about Zoe Quinn. It talked about people like Hernandez and Grayson and other people, and brought up the shit they did, Totillo and all of them. So it'd be rehashing shit. I'm sure they've done stupid shit since then, but it would just be rehashing too much stuff. How do you browse poll with a Asian girlfriend, you degenerate? I know, it's shameful. Stream your Ace of Spades. That would be terrible. Nobody would watch that. I know Steam has the built-in streaming service now, but it would just be boring. Oh shit, I think that's okay. Jim, do you think the positive effects of your videos and your talent for pulling apart the flawed logic of SJWs and the crap they say outweighs you not wanting to be e-famous? People like your work. I make videos on YouTube, man. I wouldn't call it talent. And it's not. I just it's something I dislike SJWs. I dislike the shit they do. Um, no, I wouldn't. It just feels weird. I don't want to. My videos are okay. Anybody could do them. There's nothing really that fucking unique about them. I'm glad people like the videos that I do, but yeah. People keep asking about Jeremy Clarkson. I'm out of the loop on that, so I couldn't tell you. All right, I'm gonna check Twitter and then Ask FM, and I'll read a few more stream questions, and then that'll be that. What exactly were you pissed off at to make you take a break? Why, I just took a break. You're talking about, well, it's two things. Are you talking about me leaving Gamergate, or are you talking about me shutting down the channel? I shut down channels all the. I mean, that's just shit that I do. There's usually like a 6-month gap after I shut something down before I start up a new channel. I've done that for 7 or 8 years now. Um, as far as GG, I mean, I covered that in the Vokaroos. How drunk are you, Jimmy boy? Feeling it, definitely. What if it's wrong? Oh, what is it's wrong if it's with a trans? Apparently, for a famous example, look up Pillars of Eternity or Eternity scandal. I think I'm aware of that, but yeah, I'll double check that. Let's see. Thoughts about Bro Team? They were tweeting shit about what the fuck was it? Fuck, I'm trying to remember now. Something in relation to information about Quinn that was getting out, and they were laughing about it. Like I've seen some other tweets. They tweet funny shit occasionally. That's my again. You're asking me shit I don't really know how to answer. Would you say Jade is more of a semen demon, a fluid druid, or a mattress actress? Semen demon would be that's what I'd go with. I like the ring to that. Jim, I'm jacking off to you now. Well, have fun with that. I hope you enjoy. What's the best type of candle, or what's the best type of Camel brand cigarette? All of them. Every type of Camel is the best kind of Camel. You can't go wrong with Camel cigarettes. It is the brand you should buy. All right. I'll give it a few more minutes here, take a couple more questions, then call it a night. I've been checking Twitter and Ask FM. I went through them, answered as much as I could. Am I still with the Gambinos? You can never leave the family. La Costa Nostra. Once you join, you can't leave. That's how it works. It's like that shitty movie Blood In, Blood Out. If you try to leave, they'll drop you on a fire hydrant and crack your back in half. Did I have a gag order placed on me? Of course not. And even if I did, do you think I'd abide by it? No, he is not dead. Baby Metal is obviously the better choice. It's a fantastic fucking band, group, act. I don't know how you describe it. Thoughts on or anime? Um, I've watched anime. I mean, I watch anime. What the fuck was the? Let me see if I can find the series name. It was the shit I was watching most recently. That was actually I thought really good. Make sure I get the right fucking name. Yeah, Log Horizon. I watched Log Horizon, and then I watched all of season one and part of season two. Like people upload it on YouTube. I prefer subtitled, so it works perfectly for me. I really fucking liked it. Mary fuck kill Anita Zoe Lacey. I just kill myself and then be able to ditch out on having to choose fuck or marry anybody. Thoughts on hentai? Hentai is entertaining. People asking about what my thoughts on guns are. I already said I'm pro gun. If you want to own a gun, knock yourself out. Jim confirms shit taste. You don't like Log Horizon. I don't know how that would be shit taste. Listen to this. Wow. Yes, I like Log Horizon. How are people offended by that? How do you not like that? It's a fucking entertaining anime. Thoughts on Nintendo DLC and Sony remasters? I generally dislike DLC because it's not like I liked it better when it was called expansion packs. Back when they actually made content that was worth the money. DLC today feels like shit that was chopped off the main game and then sold to you later. Or dumb features that make the game easier because the person that produces it thinks you're fucking retarded. Like easy fatality DLC, that kind of stuff. So I'm not a big fan of DLC. Sony remasters feels the same way. It feels like they're taking something, especially the shit they did with, God, was it like PS2 and PS3, where they were taking like every fucking PS2 game and, quote unquote, making it HD and then re-releasing it on the PS3. It felt kind of shitty as well. Yep, I've watched Last Exile. Ghost in the Shell, I watched it. The majority of the shit you've probably watched, I've watched too. Log Horizon is Sword Art Online for plebs. Have you played Monster Hunter? Yes, I have. The real Silent Hill experience, I think. Let me see. Trying to think of the right thing. Oh, by Twin Perfect? Yeah, I've watched that. A lot of people shit on their opinions regarding the series. I think they're pretty accurate. I agree with the majority of what they said. I really liked Silent Hill 1, 2, and 3. I wasn't a big fan of 4, and it seemed like everything after that really fucking sucked. I never played the PSP title, so I couldn't give an opinion on that, and I didn't play the Wii version, so I couldn't give an opinion on that. But like the 2 or 3 games that were released following Silent Hill 4 were just kind of. Yes, Cory in the House is the best anime, and it's also the best fucking handheld game. I watched a little bit of Gantz. Gantz, however the fuck you say it. Haberhaus. Do you wanted me to say that, or? Oh, shit. This is going by quick. Have I watched Ergo Proxy? No, I haven't actually seen that. All right. I think I'm gonna call it quits here. Stream went on for about 2 hours, 2 plus hours. Hopefully, it wasn't complete shit. You got a few questions answered. I'll try to have the next video up on, what would the date be? Sunday the 26th or Saturday the 25th, next weekend, essentially. It'll be a hug box video. And then after that, I'm just going to cycle through the shit. So it'll be a hug box this upcoming weekend, and then a Too Long Didn't Reddit the weekend after that. So if you know any really shitty subreddits, feel free to send me a link, because I'll be looking at a lot of them to find something to start that off with and see if it's worth it or not. If it turns out to be a shit idea, fuck it. But yeah, thanks for coming out. I hope it wasn't too shitty of a 2 hours, and I will see you shitlords later.